were in Scotland when you first read this?
I think I might have been.
Where you first read Greil Marcus when you were in Scotland?
Yeah, definitely when I first read him. I think I was taken with All Things America, and what Greil Marcus was doing at that time, he was bringing music and placing it within the whole culture.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just of the moment; it was the history of music, how it, what was happening with it, how it was changing the actual culture around it, but how it was also the culture was changing the music. And I think the chapter on Sly Stone really sort of shows that, where he goes into the rise and fall of Sly Stone, the amazing effect he had.
So what was it about Sly Stone that was so cool?
Sly Stone, I think he was a DJ locally in Oakland, I believe, San Francisco, and he put together, he was playing, amazing songs from what I hear, but he put together this band, Sly and the Family Stone, and it was, everyone could have a voice in this band. He actually, family members were in it, but it also included people that went on to become famous in their own world. So he has this amazing effect. He comes on the stage very early in the morning at Woodstock and just blows people away. This music is magical, it's filled with the spirit of the moment, and he becomes tremendously successful, and then of course the trappings of success take their toll on him. And Greil Marcus captures this in talking, he talks about the history and then the falling apart of Sly Stone. People would go to shows and he'd never show up, or he'd maybe show up 3 hours late and not know which way the stage was. And he records an album during this time called Riot, where he redoes songs that he's done prior to this, but instead of them being upbeat and happy, they're mournful, they're desperate, they're desolate. And in many ways, he was capturing the mood of the country, where people had gone from the hippie, the love is all around, to what was actually going on in the world and being affected by the horrible things that were happening at the time. And Greil Marcus so captured me in the way he wrote about it that the album Riot became something that I would look for. By the time I read the book, the album was no longer available. So every town that I would go into, I would go to the local record store and ask for this album. And everybody knew about it, so we'd have these long discussions about why this album wasn't available. And it would start other interesting conversations. And then maybe about 10 years ago, the album was re-released and kind of blew everything. We could sing some more.
Okay, let's sing.
But let's not.
No, I like to sing.
And I think these are all available. Yes. Wait a minute. Do we have any more words? We're good with words, but we don't have words.